used to be called the Paris of West Java. But this city is facing urban challenges that is pushing its people and resources to the limit. You see, when this city was planned in 1920, it accommodated 100,000 people. Today, 2.5 million people are here, and by 2030, that number is going to increase to 4 million.
To meet this population challenge, Bandung is evolving as a smart city in some very unique ways.
I'm Jason Pomeroy. I'm an architect, academic and urban planner, and I'm passionate about cities.
I'm here in Bandung to find out exactly what those unique ways are.
I'm at the Bandung Institute of Technology, a very reputable institution. Now, a smart city needs smart ideas, and I'm hoping to find a lot of those in that room.
In a push to utilise mobile technology as a low-cost solution to the city's challenges, the local government actively encouraged the growth of a robust startup community. Across Bandung, countless startup initiatives, hackathons and incubators like this one are organised by technopreneurs, evangelists and volunteers. Sutan is such a multi-hyphenated individual. He runs the 1,000 Startup Digital Programme in Bandung, a government-based movement aimed at creating 1,000 startups in the city.
So what can we look forward to in this sort of event?
Ideas, of course, fresh ideas, because most of them are college students.
You know, there's no denying that social media and apps seem to be kind of prevalent in Bandung. Do you see that it is enhancing people's lifestyles? Is it making their everyday lives easier and happier?
It is, because I gotta say, they can gain access to many things much faster, and they can manage and organize things much easier. And the most important part, I think, in Indonesia is we can digitalize sectors that used to be very conventional, like agriculture, or maybe trash and waste management, stuff like that. I think that is the most beneficial part, where it's like some sort of civic movement that everyone can feel the benefits from the startups.
So it's not typically like the government pushing down, it's actually the people coming together as a community to make Bandung City better through smart applications.
Yes.
Bandung is a great place to be if you're young, understand collaborative culture, and are brimming with ideas. And the man in charge here knows how to tap into all that energy. Mayor Ridwan Kamil has been credited with engineering Bandung's transformation into a smart city.
I started my mayorship in 2013, so I observed that I think I have to change the way we do things in managing cities. One of them is really focusing on changing the culture of very slow, very manual into faster and technology-oriented kind of procedures. So the last 3 years, we are moving from very conventional way of managing city to more smarter way, using a series of software and apps, changing attitude to technology. So we call it smart city.
In Bandung, the flow of information is two-way. Mayor Ridwan made sure of that, being quite the social media star himself.
How many people do you have following you on Twitter?
Twitter is a bit slower. It's 1.8 million.
Oh, only?
Yeah. Instagram is 4.7 million.
Do you know how many I have on Twitter?
So I'm using this to outreach to my people. From 2.4 million Bandung people population, Facebook user 2.1 million. So this is how high Bandung society engage in social media. Bandung is the most busy Twitter account number 6 in the world, for example.
Would you say then that it is through social media that you've managed to ensure that you're using your resources wisely?
Yeah, logic is very simple. How can I reach my people within today's context? Should I just go to television, radio, or newspaper? It's very expensive, right? I don't have media, but I have social media.
Mayor Ridwan has harnessed the power of social media to stay connected to his 2.5 million constituents. And I'm about to find out how Bandung's connectedness is tackling what most agree is the city's biggest problem.
Don't get me wrong, I love the hustle and bustle of cities, but Bandung, like many cities, is faced with particular challenges. Population increase means an increase in urban density. There's more waste and pollution taking place. But the biggest bugbear of Bandung is traffic congestion. So what's the solution?
In Bandung, a 15-minute journey can take up to 2 hours during the weekends. That's what happens when an estimated 80% of the population own a car or a motorcycle. That means that only 20% of its people use public transport, which in Bandung means the angkot or minivan. The local government's long-term plan is to reduce car ownership by moving people towards new modes of public transport, like a monorail and a cable car system. But these have yet to be built. In the meantime, in a bid to get more people out of private vehicles and into angkots, the city has turned to locally developed smartphone apps to make it easier for people to make the switch. I'm about to find out firsthand how the Kiri smart public transport app works by using it to get to my next interview location. In a public transport system where angkot routes are fixed, but there are no predetermined pickup points and no predetermined drop-off points, the Kiri app is like the local equivalent of Google Maps. It allows me to plot my journey and, based on my route, find the correct angkots to hop onto. It's no panacea for Bandung's transport woes, but it's a start.
You know, it's a common misconception to think that more roads means less congestion, but actually it can be the complete opposite. So I was kind of thankful for this app that got me here with relative ease. I'm at the university to meet the lecturer behind Kiri.
So tell me a bit about why you created Kiri in the first place. What was the reason behind that?
So before this, I studied here in Bandung and I used angkot every day. After that, I moved to Singapore to work there for about 4 years. And I saw that in Singapore, they have a lot of websites or technologies that help people navigate around. So I thought of why not I do the similar thing here to build a website that helps people like in Singapore.
How many people have subscribed to this service?
It's a free service, so it's not a subscription based, so people can just use it. We have about 15,000 to 20,000 active users every month.
So do you think it's the apps that are actually defining the future of the smart city that is Bandung?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I made Kiri for transportation. There are some other guys who made this app called the emergency app where user can press a button and sends a signal to the command center to help them. The developers here, the students, they are eager to help the city to be better.
Bandung's enthusiastic app developers and clever use of social media for public good have certainly helped its reputation as a smart city. But if you ask 2.5 million people to share information, doesn't all that information need some form of management if it's going to help run a city? If you're wondering where all the information generated by social media in Bandung ends up, wonder no more. It ends up here. Welcome to the spiffy-looking Bandung Command Center.
Captain Kirk, I presume.
Actually, Captain Unita here.
Very, very pleased to meet you. Tell me what is going on at the command center. How are you collating all of this information?
We got all of information from people of Bandung, from social media, from telephone, from texting us. We collect it all. We can have trending topics, trending words.
So what's going on up here?
It means the top people talking in social media.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, Ridwan seems to be doing quite well.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Our people admire him so much.
Tell me a bit more about what's happening in these individual screens.
As you see, the trending topics.
Okay, what does banjir mean?
Banjir means flood.
Flooding is the top trending topic right now, because every year between the months of October to March, monsoon rains hit the city and cause havoc all around. But with real-time information coming to the command center, the city is able to react faster and solve issues on the ground more quickly. And this can be done in all of Bandung's 30 local districts.
So basically, I can click on any district and it will show those particular trending topics. People are communicating through their social media to kind of highlight what the issues are within their district.
Yes, you're right.
Interesting. So I kind of get the sense that this is kind of our Twitter city, whereby all the information is in real time.
Yes.
But what about Bandung as an app city?
Well, we use a lot of apps to help our city to improve what we can give to the people.
Okay.
One of them are Lapor.
Okay.
Okay, as I can show you here. Lapor is the application from our government. We can use it to collect the complaint from the people. Any kind of complaint, is it negative, positive, we have it here. Usually
Each report is given a unique tracking ID and assigned to the appropriate agency to resolve. Once a city official responds, an automatic notification gets sent out.
So
regardless of whether it's good or bad,
yes.
everybody has a voice
Yes.
to contribute to trying to make Bandung a better city to live, work or play in.
Yes, you're right.
Very good. So I like the idea of transparency in the
Yes,
system.
good governance. Yeah.
Good governance, indeed.
So what I'm getting here is that what's making Bandung smart is an alliance between the people and the power structure. I checked back in with Mayor Ridwan about this, and he confirms it.
You have to understand, the change maker in this world, we have 4 stakeholders. Number 1, me, government now, we call it political power. Number 2, business, capital power. Number 3 is people, civil society, they have social power. Number 4 is media, like you have information power. So if people expect only the government to change the world, we have only a quarter of change, right? But if we connect with the civil society, we already 50% of change. Combined with a good business environment and business society, 75% change.
One example of how Mayor Ridwan has connected with civil society is the One Village, One Architect scheme, where every sub-district of about 20,000 people gets assigned an architect. That's 151 architects in Bandung's 151 sub-districts. These architects are parachuted in to help revitalize public spaces, build libraries, community centers, and help develop the cultural capital of Bandung. Dot by dot, Mayor Ridwan is hoping to complete his vision of Bandung, and I want to know what other smart city experts think of his approach. Anil Menon is the president of the Smart and Connected Communities program at Cisco, one of the largest networking companies in the world.
Hey Anil, how are you?
Hi Jason.
What do you think of Bandung as a smart city?
Bandung. What a great city. One of the top 5 cities in Indonesia, rapidly growing, very young population, dynamic mayor. It's got all the ingredients you need to create a smart city. For example, you have this whole infrastructure being deployed. You can't be a smart city unless you have the basic infrastructure. So they have deployed the Wi-Fi network and the mesh. They've got this public-private partnership models that they've deployed. They have a great young population. They've got great university. And that university is a good engine, not only for talent, but also for innovation.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Jason.
Take care.
What does the future hold for Bandung? And what else does it take to be a next generation smart city? Here's a clue. It has less to do with technology than you think.
Just when you thought at 7:40 in the morning you'd have no energy after the night before, and yet everybody is out doing some sort of form of exercise which looks quite exhausting. So I guess it's not just about the smart apps, the smart technology, it's also about trying to enhance health and well-being of the individual here. And what better way than to try and shut down the street? No cars, no carbon emissions. Enjoy the kind of the cool air of the greenery as well. Time for me to move here.
This Smiles Fest is Car-Free Sunday, held in Dago, an area 8 kilometers north of the city.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
It was one of Ridwan Kamil's early initiatives when he became mayor in 2013. He strongly believes that events like these bring communities together and get people more invested in their city.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Hello, Jason.
How are you?
How are you? Good, thank you.
And one key driving force behind these events is the Bandung Creative City Forum.
So tell me a bit about BCCF. What do they do?
Bandung Creative City Forum is basically a hub for creative communities and people. So we formed this in 2008 when we wanted to make the city a better place for us to express ourselves.
Okay, so I guess a collection of creatives, really.
Yes.
What do they contribute to the smart city?
At first we didn't think about smart city or any other adjective for the city, but then we just wanted Bandung to be a city where we can express ourselves better. We've been producing a lot of prototypes of how, for example, how people can take care of their own city forest, how people can not throw garbage to the river and so on. We want to, for example, enhance the green open space or things with urban mobility or things with connectivity and so on.
What is the future for BCCF? How will you continue to contribute to Bandung as a smart city?
BCCF has a different task now. So infrastructures, facilities are mostly taken care of by the city already.
Yes.
And now our homework is with the people. So we should start working with the people for them to be able to accept those facilities properly.
While the mayor tries to pull the city towards a smarter direction, grassroots groups like the BCCF gently push the citizen to take pride in their city and take greater ownership in it. Not the high-tech approach we often associate with smart cities, but according to some experts, that's exactly what makes a city smart.
Now you're a firm believer that a smart city really does use the collective knowledge of its people, right?
There is no smart city if it does not mobilize the intelligences of all its people. The grandmother has knowledge about the city that the expert on that city does not have. I have pushed very hard to bring in this notion that the grandmother, the homeless person, the child, they have knowledge about the city, and somehow we should open source in such a way that every neighborhood can feel that its knowledge matters to the central, say, government of the city. I see that in all big cities. You know, that the intelligence of the residents and the needs of the residents and the ideas that they have, given a little chance, will filter and reach policymakers, reach those who are doing research about it, reach some of the techies.
Oh, that's great. Oh, thanks very much.
Great talking.
Bye. Working together, Bandung citizens are making tremendous
contohnya kita
strides
buat
in creating a more intelligent and a more livable city. And that's certainly Mayor Ridwan's vision as well. Where do you see Bandung going in the future, and how can it be a model city for other smart cities?
I want to create a livable, meaning the city is functional. Yeah, it takes time, it takes courage and money. That's why I create what I call happiness index projects.
Okay.
So while we are pursuing infrastructure economy, we are maintaining mental health, the religious value, the cultural value. So combination of livable and lovable, that would be my vision to my city.
Livable, lovable, smart cities, that is very much driven by a social agenda.
Yeah.
So what have I learned from the city of Bandung? Well, I've certainly learnt of the resourcefulness of a mayor with limited resources, but also the resourcefulness of a people. What he's done is use social media and apps to gel the community, and they've similarly used that for their own means of kind of fostering a better place to live. Hopefully the lessons learned here could be applied to cities in the future.